if they don't think they can kill with this, I throw them out. Because everything, there is not one person in here who is not armed. How many have clothes on? Every piece of your clothing can be transferred into a, yes, is transferable into a weapon. Whoever.
Nice.
It does depend on the application. I've got multiple favorites.
Okay.
However, one the all-around easiest is something about the size of a Roman short sword.
Okay.
And I have one. I should have brought one.
Go for it.
So it's a bit longer than this. The advantage of that is it's actually about the length of one joint. So it's a fairly instinctive weapon to use. You don't need a lot of training. It works up at close quarters, and you can still get a reasonable reach out of it. You can train a bunch of people to use them reasonably effectively fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. All right, I'm going to throw it out. So I have 3 favorite swords. The first being the straight saber, which, if any of you know, there's curved and straight sabers. I just happen to like the straighter one just because I'm a fencing guy. So it's kind of more of my thing. I love the katana. It is the apex of all swords. It basically has thousands of years of technology, sword technology, honed into a single blade. And then I'm a huge fan of the Scottish Claymore. Because when you can cleave a man in twain, that's a good thing. And I don't know, being Scottish, I want to cleave a man in twain. Haven't yet, dang it.
I don't intend to give you a reason either.
No.
Having studied and researched so much with samurai, I have to say that some of my favorite weapons are actually weapons from the ninja. And now ninja, I mean, we always want to think that they're so cool and they're so badass. Ninja were really scum of the earth back in the day. I mean, they're assassins for hire, and they had zero honor, and they were just jerks. But effective jerks, because back then it was honorable to fight up close and to have, and so you had your weapon and you weren't sneaky. But ninja are all about being sneaky and all about keeping distance when fighting. And one of my favorite things that they did is they would take eggs and they would stick a hole in them and get the yolk out, and then they would fill the egg with crushed up glass. And so. And sand.
Yeah,
but my favorite is glass, because glass would scar you for life. And then if they were trying to get away and you were following them, they'd hurl that egg at you, and then you'd get the glass shards in your eyes. And there's a good chance you're not going to be able to see ever again. And you're definitely not going to follow them. So, I mean, they did a lot of cool stuff like that. But
Fun stuff.
Yes.
But they're really jerks. You
Don't
didn't hang
hold
out
back.
with them. You didn't hang out with them. They're no good.
Quick question. Have you ever seen, oh crap, I forgot the name of the damn show, but it was on Spike for a while. I think it was Ultimate Warrior or something like that. Deadliest Warrior? Yeah.
We can speed through that. Get a DNA test. You probably have Mongol or Viking DNA. Those were the greatest warriors.
Yes.
DNA. Thanks, we're done.
It's true.
I don't argue that.
No?
Yeah. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. Reason I was bringing that up and whatnot was the time that the ninja had to go up against the Spartan.
You see, thanks for bringing it up. The problem with that show is, first of all, some of the weapons they purported these people had didn't exist. And then they matched up. The Spartans were formation fighters.
Yeah.
They could fight individually, but they developed the phalanx. They fought as a group. You would not. One of them would not be fighting individually.
Now, get a Spartan alone, and he's a badass.
Oh, he's still a badass. But
Yeah, he's still totally a badass with, a big bronze chest and long hair.
Yeah.
But, the point is that a ninja's, dedicated to single combat.
Yeah.
You know what's so cool about Spartans, and I'm just going to bring this up real quick because I
Yeah.
just learned it.
Yeah.
The abs, yes, but because I work, my day job, I founded and I had a charity, and we do PTSD service dogs for veterans. So I'm deeply immersed in the world of PTSD. What was fascinating about Spartans is after their battles, and I know this isn't brought up a lot, they would come back and just wail and cry out loud for hours, just scream and cry, all in a group. And because of that, they had zero and very low occurrences of PTSD because they were allowed to express that emotion. That's the end of that story, but it's fascinating.
Yeah, we could contrast that with the Zulu, but it's rather unpleasant.
Sorry, my second book is Iron Zulu.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and I will start, and I know this is a very open-ended question, and it could probably lead into some demonstrations, but where does Hollywood get sword fighting wrong?
Oh, we're
Good
not
start. Okay.
Easier
You guys are
question
cool
is-
shaming tomorrow, right?
An easier question
get right.
is what did they get right? And most of the 300 wasn't bad, except the Spartans wore a lot more armor.
Wait,
than that.
can't you swing at somebody's leg and jump over the sword?
Yes.
No.
You could, but with lots of training and lots of training. Probably, let me start off with the number one thing that gets me.
Here.
Oh,
Go ahead.
hang on, very simple, very simple.
Yeah,
Grab a sword. All right,
Grab a
ready?
sword.
You ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, here, I love this one. How about we get back like this?
Yeah.
Nobody ever did that crap.
Never.
Ever.
No. Now, anything you've ever seen in an Errol Flynn movie
Yeah.
is
Throw
wrong.
it out.
I love Errol.
That's why they call that flinning.
Yes.
Yeah, no one ever
Yeah.
did that.
But also the Conan stance, the
Yeah.
baseball stance. Yeah. Do you know how long it's gonna take me to get all the way around to strike somebody?
Go back there.
Well,
Go back there.
there's
So
a couple
he's are like this, I'm like
Yeah.
this.
Exactly. Oh no. Yeah. I have to come all the way around. No.
Yeah.
Swords are meant to be staying in front of you.
Yeah.
Let me jump in there. I'm glad you brought up Conan. And actually, this was not gonna be my first one. This is my second one.
That wasn't too hard, was it?
No, God no.
All right.
The reason why Conan was so bad, that was not so much the choreographing, which was bad enough as it was.
Well, no, the
And this-
choreography was beautiful, but it wasn't sword fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite good.
Arnold Schwarzenegger had too much muscle to be able to use a sword. And a lot of times, and this is going with the 300s, I expect, we think that you need to have these huge muscles to be this great warrior.
It doesn't
No.
hurt.
It may not hurt visually, but it's harder to control the blade with big muscles. And the blade
Actually,
is
he had no trouble doing what they asked him to at all.
no, he actually had to lose weight. He had
Yeah,
to
he
lose
lose a little weight.
He had to
The
stop. He had to
problem
stop.
is,
According to what I've studied on it, he had to stop training for a while to lose some muscle mass.